Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. Our points are Nate with 30, myself with 35, Steve with 60, Molly with 110, and Marie with 125 points. That marks our halftime with our halftime sports trivia coach of the Dashers, Coach Steve Corning. What do you have for us, Coach?
Hey, what's up, guys? So, during the break, what I did was I asked for some various nouns, and we're now going to use these nouns for this next game. Now, the setup is I try to do something that's usually either relevant to current sports news or something from sports history. This one is currently relevant as of recording, but I think probably by the time this episode comes out, won't be as relevant, but that's just kind of how things work. So recently in the news, in the NFL, the team representing Washington, D.C. decided to remove their moniker. Now, they currently have no moniker. They are going into the season, into the 2020 season, being called only the Washington football team, okay? Now, what I'm going to give to each of you is those nouns that you suggested during the break, but I'm going to kind of mix them up so you end up with a different noun than the one you suggested. And what I need you to do is, once again, just like last week's segment, I need a pitcher, not a belly itcher. We're going to do round 2 of that, where you guys pitch to me, the general manager of the Washington football team, why we should change the moniker to your suggestion. All right? Very, very simple. So let's start with the person making the most eye contact, and that, of course, is Marie. Marie.
No!
You got this. You got this.
All right, Marie.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah.
So your marketing firm is wants to go with the moniker coffee, the Washington coffee. Explain yourself.
Well, everybody loves coffee. There's not many people I know. There's a few people I know that don't drink like caffeine in their lives, but there's also a few people I know that don't watch football. So, everybody loves coffee, and here in Washington D.C., there is a huge local coffee movement. So we are trying to make sure that not only do we have a football team that everybody loves, at least the name of, but we're also throwing a little love to our local D.C. community by supporting our local coffee shops. So we are the Washington Caffeinators.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now we're going to be selling a lot of merch, with the new team name. Tell us about the logo a little bit. What logo are you looking to put?
Absolutely. It is a coffee bean as the football. So we've got...
Okay, I see that.
We gotta... Absolutely. And then further marketing is we have a coffee cup with footballs exploding out of it. On the helmet, you've got a coffee bean. Thank you.
You just got a quick 5 points from Jack. Wow. Nice work.
Nice, Jack.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, coffee bean. Coffee bean. And then the mascot, I'm sorry, Steve, you might be afeared, would be a giant coffee cup.
Oh no!
Run!
5 points.
A giant coffee cup.
Call back to episode 4.
Flashback.
Yeah, I was horrified of anything that wasn't like a humanoid thing as a child. Absolutely horrified. I don't know when I got over it. 7 was just a very random guess, so I'm sorry if that misled you. I don't know when I got over my fear of giant creatures, but
This has been a Balderdash Academy flashback.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a funny one. All right. Thank you very much, Marie. That was great.
Problem.
I am very impressed by your pitch. Nate.
Or my it's a pitch in baseball. What is it in football? It's a
you should stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I like to see it crash and burn. That's my favorite part. All right. So
I love her too much.
We are at a cruising altitude, and here we go.
All right, Nate, your firm has come in here today, and you have a very specific moniker that you're trying to go with that involves us buying a new IP, which I'm not sure we have the budget for it, but if you can really pitch this, I'm going to be impressed. You want to call the team the Washington Dobby the House Elves. Is that true?
Ooh.
That is 100% true. And first, let me thank you for coming in on a Christmas Eve. It means a lot that we're meeting at 10 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So I just feel that this is so important that you could not hear it. I had a shower thought, and I held on to it all day until 10. Here we go. Dobby the Elf. You know, he's here to make sure that you're getting everything you need.
Yep.
And he is so grateful that he takes an article of clothing. And what we do is when somebody gives an article of clothing to the costume Dobby the Elf, we actually give that clothing to the local shelter so that way they can use it. And in return, we give them a hot dog or something like that, something to show our thanks. And that's baseball, but I know hot dogs are trademarked by baseball. We'll give them a beer. Every fat 12-year-old gets a beer. And
5 points.
And fat or obese, or just fat is fine.
We're splitting hairs here. It's Christmas Eve. Give me a break. All right. So we do this, and then at the end of the game, we christen another child to be the next game's Dobby the Elf, and they get to don the football-shaped head of Dobby with a couple football ears coming out.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's kind of a crossover. It's
a crossover.
Yeah.
And the footballs that we use for home games have Dobby written all over them. So that way when they go for a kick and they go through the double bars, then it's like Dobby's free and this home run. Again, baseball.
Home run?
I'm sorry.
Home run.
I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry.
We can change the rules. I don't care.
I've been up all day. And it's Christmas Eve. I don't even think I'm going to make it home to my kids in California.
Oh, that's right. You can crash on the couch. Thank you, Nate.
Thanks.
Really appreciate that pitch. So far we have the football beans from Marie, and we have the free elves from Nate. Let's check in with our good friend Molly. Now, Molly, I was very excited when I heard this because unlike Nate's pitch, which involves us, buying the rights to a very specific character, this is a specific character as well, but one that the rights are open to anyone. You want to name the team the Washington Mother Goose?
Yes.
Geese. Mother Geese.
Yeah. No, it's Washington Mother Goose, actually. So it's a play. It's a nostalgia. We're going up for nostalgia here, okay? Everyone knows that, especially now in this day and age, we like the warm and fuzzies. We want to feel safe. We want to feel comfortable. We want something we know well, we trust. What else do we trust than Mother Goose herself? Now, switching up the name a little bit, it's more of a slogan than the actual name. We could say you got goosed. Which is not such a safe and comfortable thing, but more of like because you know that you have to have that kind of like cutting edge in your team as well. So we're balancing the nostalgia and also the competitive edge. Okay. So when we're talking what we're looking at here, we have your typical Mother Goose character. We're talking loving, maternal, whimsical, but what we're doing, we're changing it up with the goose would actually be the W that she's flying in on for Washington.
Wow, that's huge.
Mother Goose. Yes, it is huge, and it is going to go over well because not only are you going to play off the nostalgia that people have, but you're going to bring in a whole new generation of viewers and fans.
Wow. Okay.
Am I allowed to question other people's pitches?
Please. Yeah.
Okay. Is the goose, when it's flying over people, is it going to poop on anybody?
That was my question as well.
And do you win a prize?
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you win a prize if the goose poops on you?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes,
there you go.
of course.
Promotional
Jack, thank
opportunity with Budweiser.
Absolutely.
Maybe?
When it poops, it's not, like fecal matter from a bird. That'd be ridiculous. It's what everybody loves. Instead of a t-shirt cannon, it's a goose poop. You got a t-shirt.
10 points.
Wait, is that in addition to the 5 from earlier, Jack?
Yes.
Wow, Bob, did you get a full 15 already for Molly? Wow.
Are you setting me up for
Yeah.
mouse charades there, Steve? Thanks.
Yeah. No, Jack is. This is not me.
Yeah, but
this
you're
is all
making it
Jack.
clear.
I promise.
So, anyways, it's a great
He's right.
pitch and it's a great idea, and it is the best idea that we have today, even on Christmas Eve.
Okay, I love your confidence so much. I'm not even going to ask you a follow up question, Molly. That was
Oh,
really
go ahead.
good. That was
Don't
a
be
good
scared.
pitch.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Well, we got one final firm waiting outside on Christmas Eve, so come on in, sir. We have Bob here. Bob, you were pitching the Washington Priests. I gotta say, not my favorite out the gate, but try and sell me on this.
Well, you see, open your mind a little bit, all right?
Mhm.
So, what's the big thing with America? When you think America, you think freedom. You think freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Why? Because we have a separation of church and state. So, what does that mean for Washington, the team?
Okay.
Well, here you have a football team in the middle of the center of government for the country, and it's not associated with the government. It's its own thing. Why? Because Congress is trending historically low. Priests aren't doing
teens
much
are not really
better.
into government right now.
Exactly. Priests aren't doing much better, but the way I figure it is, if we set this up as the Washington Priests, we could do a marketing tie-in with the Padres. Another
okay.
franchise
Okay.
in sports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the logo for the team. Picture this. You know the flying Elvis and the Patriots?
Mhm.
Imagine a priest's head in profile. The Cossack going out long behind it. And out
Right.
in front of them, the sensor that is a football. I mean, this practically writes itself.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, okay. Yeah. No. I'm seeing that logo right now, and that's a pretty powerful image. Are you worried at all about people? You know, they want their specific religion represented by the football team, and priests maybe they're too specific. Maybe we just get a generic holy man. Why?
Well, see,
priests
that's
exactly?
the brilliance of using the hooded figure.
Mm.
Because while the name might be priest, it's non-denominational. It's not even
Okay.
Christian.
Wow.
It is simply a generic term for somebody who preaches somebody else's words in exchange for donated money.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Nate, for some reason is still on my couch and has a follow-up question.
Yes.
I can't make it. I'm sorry, I can't make it home. My flight was canceled. So, Bob, now at the games, would you send around a little donation bin, a little
Tithe?
coffer, asking people to kind of put in?
Well, of course. And for a number of reasons. Number one, we want to be on brand. We want to be with the theme. Number two, I believe that football will take a massive hit this year. I believe that it's probably going to take a massive hit for a couple of years. So what this allows us to do is by passing the proverbial hat, we'll do it digitally. It allows us to prop up an over-bloated sports franchise warehouse that, frankly, should probably move to a handout system rather than a subsidy system. What do you say?
Mm.
It all works.
Wow. I love it.
Wow.
Now, a lot of famous stadiums have nicknames. You know, the Atlanta Hawks play in the Fortress.
Mhm.
Do you have a good tie-in with the religious aspect of what we would call the stadium?
Yes. Yeah, of course. Dogma Stadium.
Oh, wow.
5 points.
Okay, I like that. Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much. If you can't make it home, there's a couch right over there. Thanks again for coming. It's currently full of one Nate, and Marie's still here too. Guys, it's not snowing that hard. I know I got a nice place, but
I
know,
really liked his pitch.
all right.
I canceled my flight. I wanted more time with you.
Well, I don't know if that's sweet or creepy. Luckily,
Maybe
we don't
both.
have to decide right now. Jack gets to decide. And Jack, you've heard all these answers. And we, of course, from Marie, we had the football beans. Just love the idea of that
Washington
logo.
Caffeinators.
Yeah, the
Yes.
caffeinators. That was
Yes.
good. From
So good.
from Nate, we had the house, the free elves. Kind of a kid would wear the outfit, be this whole thing, promotional
Here's
thing.
for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Specifically
obese 12-year-olds, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Then, of course, we had Molly. She pitched the awesome idea of something kind of close to home that we can all kind of feel, right in our childhood with the Mother Goose, the Washington Mother Goose. It rolls right off the tongue, I will say. And last but not least, we had Bob pitching the idea of separating church and state, but keeping the religion and the politics together for some reason with football, with Washington Freeze. Jack, you've already handed out some bonus points in the middle there, which I love.
Love it.
What is your
too.
verdict here for the end of our segment?
Well, I got to give props to everybody for really, really working with the prompts that they were given. This is a really tough choice, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Washington Caffeinators. Just if for nothing else, then just the image of that mascot chasing you down.
Steve specifically.
Yeah, me specifically.
Happy dreams,
And being
Steve.
like, hey, don't run away. I'm a caffeinator.
I just want to caffeinate you, Steve. Come back.
What would you like
Can
to
we-
do for points?
As far as points are concerned, I'm going to go ahead and give Marie another 10 points for the caffeinators.
Thank you.
Another 10 points so far. Our points are Nate with 35, myself with 40, Steve with 60, Molly with 125, and Marie with 145, which means
Wow.
Marie,
Yay, Marie!
will be performing
Wow.
our mask charade.
That's huge. How many wins does Marie have? Sorry, just want to check in.
None.
Marie,
Just the one.
And I always do charades.
Oh,
just
right.
the one.
You always
So-
lose your lead right here.
I think everyone does.
Now, our next game is called Mask Charade. Jack will send his favorite movie to Marie. Marie will send him an instant message right now. What's going to happen is we will then play a game of charades with that movie as the topic. The rest of the faculty will don blindfolds and try to guess the movie based on my poor description of Marie's charades.
Great descriptions.
All right, masks on. Marie, are you
Masks on.
ready?
Yeah, I'll come down just a smidge.
Okay.
That's what she said.
And begin. It is a movie.
Got it.
That's good. It's not an audiobook.
Face Off.
5 words.
Oh my god.
That was
That's
3.
only 3. All right, she's reaching for her hip. She's holding her. She's pulling out a sword.
What?
She's
Driving Miss Daisy.
What's that movie?
she's holding something. She's worried that the sword's gonna hurt her if she touches the blade.
Is it The Lord of the Rings? That's too vague.
What's that movie?
She's putting something
Highlander, the
down
legend
over
continues.
her face. She's putting something down over her face,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's
The Three
breathing
Musketeers.
through it.
Oh, is it Star Wars: A New Hope? Wait, Star
That's-
Wars.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, it's one of
Empire
these Star Wars
Strikes.
Emperor
Strikes
Empire Strikes
Strikes
Now
Back?
she's
Star
down
Wars.
with her hands behind her head.
Steve said
Her
it.
head, one head.
Steve already said it.
Back.
Yeah, Steve already said it.
Tiny.
Oh, we already said it.
Yes.
Empire Strikes
Steve said
Back.
Steve got it. Steve got it.
Oh.
I was trying to be Darth Vader and Yoda.
Nice.
All right.
So he gave me Empire Strikes Back, but I said 5 words because it's the whole name of the movie.
Yeah,
And I felt weird being like, it's 5, but you only gave me the 3. You got it.
yeah.
Maximum time on that was 15 minutes. That's well under the maximum time. Very well
minutes.
done.
15 minutes?
15
That's the
minutes?
max time we normally do is 15 minutes. This was well under that time. You guys nailed it in very short time.
15 uncomfortable minutes.
Yeah, this time
Oh my
you
God.
did not go that far. You did very well. Very well. So, Jack, how would you like to score?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, first of all, 5 points to everybody for attempting this, because it's always a challenge to try to just go off of just what secondhand visuals delivered via audio. But I'm gonna go ahead and say 10 points to Steve for guessing correctly. It was very amusing to hear all of you list like every other classic Star Wars movie except Empire Strikes Back first. So as soon as like A New Hope came up, I was like,
I was trying to get that 5 exactly, and I wasn't sure about the buzz. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and to Marie's credit, I only said Empire Strikes Back as opposed to Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, which is I think the official title. So that's partially on me too. So
it's 6 words, and then if you include the episode, it's 9.
right.
Well, that's
But
true.
they still got it, so very well done. Our scores are Nate with 40 points, myself with 45 points, Steve with 75, Molly with 130, and Marie in the lead with 150 points. Join us when we return with a pop quiz for Marie and Technically Correct, only on Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers! For complete episodes and more, visit us at balderdashacademy.com.
It's now neck and neck. Tension is high. Who's going to take the cake? You may want to use the bathroom before viewing the final part of Jack Malash's visit with the Balderdash Academy crew. You're not going to want to miss a single point that's awarded. It sounded like someone wrote this teaser at 1 a.m. Oh, they did. Okay, well, all right, let's call it a night. Catch us in part 5 of this week's episode with Jack Malash, only on Balderdash Academy.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. You can find us on your favorite podcast service as Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers!